here for more Nameless. It's morning. D-Day has finally arrived. Why is it called D-Day? D-Day? I don't know. Today's the day of a festival. By my bed was the script I memorized until last night. The script was tattered from all the times I held on to it. I habitually checked my phone after looking around a room. The roof at 10 o'clock. Do not forget. Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. Text was from Lance. I now remembered him telling me to meet him at the rooftop at 10. I replied that I would and got up from bed. Alright, let's do this. I purposefully started the morning more energetically than usual. After cheering myself up, I chanted to myself that everything will be fine and while getting ready for school. I should ride a bus instead of a limo since it's gonna be really crowded today. I strode confidently out of the house. After a long period of preparation, finally the festival started. The weather is so good. I looked up at the sky. The sky was blue and endless, and the wind was perfect. The weather was cool enough, perfect for a festival. I turned around and saw my neighbor, the principal, stand there with a kind smile. Oh, Mr. Principal, hi! Yeah, me too. I feel really excited for some reason. Yeah, they all have something to do. Oh, you remember Lance, right? He's the festival conductor. I think he supervises over a whole festival. Other than in class, I rarely saw him. He's probably doing a lot of things where I can't see him. So he saw it and was impressed. She said there's no one who's more uptight than Lance. Oh, the other boys? Saw Zoe running towards me from far away. Something happened? Why is she running? Oh, Mr. Principal, I'll talk to you soon. Smiled awkwardly and walked towards Zoe. Zoe was still breathing heavily. What happened? In a second. Gotta check my phone. Just Lansu. What? But what? Wait, slow down. So he dragged me towards the hallway near the sophomore classes. There was a long line in front of a classroom and it was so long I couldn't even see the end of the line. What's happening there? Even if Zoe didn't say that, I could tell from the long line of customers that Yanho made it as a fortune teller. Yanho must be really good at fortune telling. I didn't know he could do that. I was surprised. Really? 적중률이 무려 99.9%라던데? 지금 이 줄도 다 자기 남자친구나 여자친구가 바람을 피는지 물어보러 온 거야. 오늘 여기서 점을 보고 헤어진 커플이 지금까지 무려 64쌍이래. 이 기세로 가면 오늘 오후쯤에는 100쌍도 가능하잖아. Ah, poor Yanho. So he laughed creepily. He always used to shout heaven for singles and hell to couples. Yanho is really excited her. I guess she doesn't see that couple crying over there. But the line is too long. So many people. I don't think I can see Yanho right now. Cut in? You're a class president. You're supposed to set an example. So it was completely out of control trying to cut in the line. Since Shinbi isn't here today, I have to handle Zoe. I can really sense how tiresome today will be. While trying to stop Zoe, I turned my eyes to check the clock. It's almost 10. As I saw a clock tick towards 10, I remembered I had to meet Lance.
알았어. 그럼 아쉬운 대로 태희 선배 카페라도 가자.
I got something to do! Zoe stopped trying to rampage into line and changed her destination. She said she'd go to Tay's cafe. Saw him often at Banjul, but I wondered what he'd look like at the festival. Well, even without actually seeing it, I knew a cafe would be as popular as Yanho's fortune-telling tent. And I cared more about the promise I made with Lance than going to see Tay. It's 10 o'clock soon. Oh, hey, I have to be somewhere. I was about to head off when Zoe clung to my arm like a haunted spirit.
오늘은 일 때문에 신비도 없단 말이야. 너라도 같이 놀아줘.
I swear, if I don't meet this boy on time. I already promised. And besides, I have to go practice for a play in the afternoon.
태희 선배 카페만 같이 가자. 응? 혼자 가는 것보다 널 데려가는 게 왠지 나을 것 같단 말이야.
What kind of excuse is that?
핑계가 아니야. 너 태희 선배랑 친하잖아. 아니, 핫파이브랑 다 친하잖아. 어? 부탁이야.
I can't, Zoe. Got something important.
오후에 있을 유리 선생님 공연도 혼자 봐야 한단 말이야. 카페라도 같이 가자.
I'm sorry, but this is really important to me. Zoe looked at me with her puppy dog eyes. Felt bad seeing her put on all her cute, pleading faces. I had no choice. Zoe's just desperate. No! No! I couldn't just ignore Zoe pleading like that, so I texted Lance. Sorry, can't meet you at 10. Talk to you later. Send. Alright, where do we go?
역시나 내 친구야. 이쪽이야, 이쪽.
Well, you gotta meet him before the play at least. Zoe excitedly dragged me away. Felt good seeing Zoe feel so happy, but I felt sorry to Lance. My goodness. I could tell just by hearing the girls scream. Tay must be here.
사람 엄청 많다.
I know. It was Tay's cafe that was swarmed with people. It wasn't just a cafe, it was a butler cafe. Ooh. There was a lot of people, but it wasn't hard to find Tay. Far away, there was one spot where people didn't swarm over. And in the middle of that spot was a table and Tay taking orders.
아가씨, 무엇을 주문하시겠습니까?
뭐가 가장 맛있나요? 아니, 그냥 주고 싶은 거 아무거나 주셔도 상관없어요.
앳된 미소가 어울리는 아가씨께는 부드러운 밀크티를 추천해드리고 싶군요. 어떠신가요?
좋아요. 그걸로 주세요.
탁월한 선택이십니다. 그럼 잠시만 기다려 주십시오, 아가씨.
Tay flaunted his business smile and took orders. Meanwhile, the girl who faced him looked crazed. Tay, working like that, kind of reminded me of Yuri. They always bicker about, but maybe it's because they're sharing a room. They resemble each other more and more.
오늘따라 나의 선샤인이 더욱 빛나고 있어. 하루 종일 저기 앉아있고 싶다. 태희 선배, 다른 여자들한테 그렇게 웃어주지 마세요.
Zoe desperately shouted, but her voice was buried amongst all the people. The cafe was that crowded. I feel like I see a lot of students from other schools here.
이럴까봐 다른 곳에서 온 애들은 출입 금지시키자고 주장했단 말이야. 바보 같은 위원회 회장 같으니라고 내 의견을 기각시키다니.
Don't take those things so personally, class president. More than that, I'm too scared to get through that crowd. Besides, even if I do make it, I don't think I'll be able to say hi properly.
그래도 일단 줄 서보자. 응? 잠깐이라도 인사는 하고 가야지. 태희 선배.
Alright. Look at the clock again. Still 2 hours before play rehearsal. Now that I've canceled that meeting with Lance, I should just stand with Zoe until then. It'll probably just take 30 minutes. Thought the line would move quickly, but I was completely misguided. Oh no. The line's not getting any shorter.
먹었으면 빨리빨리 나올 것이지. 왜 다들 엉덩이 붙이는 거야? 이렇게 된 이상 5kg라도 버티고 만다.
It's been over an hour. It's been over an hour, Zoe. Don't you think this is a waste of our time?
헤이 선배를 볼 수 있다면 그걸로 축제의 목적은 달성한 거야.
Zoe's eyes were burning with determination. She must have lied when she said we should just say hi.
히로인!
I was worrying about the time when I heard a familiar voice from the end of a hallway.
여기 왜 이렇게 사람이 많아?
레드 선배, 헤이 선배 보러 온 거예요?
아니, 히로인에게 볼 일이 있어. 의상이 이제 다
Oh
나왔거든.
boy.
마지막으로 피팅 좀 해보자.
Oh. Right. Come to think of it, all the costumes were planned to be delivered today. I have no choice, Zoe. I have to go.
난 혼자라도 기다릴 거야.
Alright, good luck. I left Zoe there and headed to the gym with Red. Are you performing in the gym?
허가가 오늘 나서 바로 실전이야. 리허설을 한 번이라도 해봤으면 좋았을 텐데. 뭐, 우리는 잘할 수 있을 거야. 그렇지?
Red said confidently. On the other hand, I felt a bit nervous and looked around at the stage in the gym. This is our stage for today. It felt so strange to be up on stage. I didn't think the stage was that high, but after coming up, I could see the whole audience from up here. Felt nervous thinking that all the people in the audience would be able to see me too. Who are those people? Some students already took their seats in the front row.
좋은 자리에서 보려고 일찍 왔나 봐.
Wow, whoa. I was twice as nervous to know that people actually looked forward to the play. My heart started to pound.
아무튼 빨리 와. 의상 맞춰보자.
Okay. Deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. It's fine. Everything will be perfect. I saw the clock and realized that there was only 30 minutes until the show starts. Red and the other members went outside to get some fresh air. They asked me to come with them, but I stayed so I could look through the lines once more. It felt strange to be in the empty dressing room mumbling the lines to myself. Costumes are pretty nice. Tried it on and was glad to see it fit pretty well. When I came out wearing the costume, Red made a fuss about how good it looks on me. Although, it's not really my taste. The costume was such a princessy dress. I've never worn something like this ever since I was little. I smiled a bit, thinking that despite being nervous, it might actually be fun. I was drowning in my thoughts when someone knocked. Come in. All the members back already? Oh, baby. Huh? The door opened and I heard someone panting. Lance? Aww.
당신, 전화는 왜 받질 않는?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Lance. Lance said while catching his breath. Oh, calls? I forgot. I put my phone in my uniform pocket after I changed into my costume. Lance must have called me then. What happened? What happened? Lance caught his breath and marched towards me. What is this? Where are you going? Lance grabbed my arms. Felt his determination the way he pulled at my arms. I wondered why he was being this way, so I just let him drag me along. But I wasn't heading towards the entrance. He was taking me to the dressing room? But wait! You have to explain. Feeling flustered, I put all my strength into my feet and stood firm. Lance turned around to face me. His face looked much more serious than usual. I unconsciously gulped.
들어가서 말하죠. 누가 올지도 모르니까요.
No. Going where? Ah! Lance shoved me into the dressing room. Then he entered too. Closed the curtains. Ooh, it's so cute. The space was barely big enough for two people, and there we were, standing face to face. I had no idea what he was doing, suddenly barging in, dragging me to the dressing room. Felt flustered and carefully called his name. Lance? What are you doing? As soon as I said his name, his blue eyes faced me. After seeing straight into his eyes, My heart started beating fast without permission. His eyes are too close to mine. Actually, Lance is just too close to me.
양보 못합니다.
What are you talking about?
당신의 첫 키스만입니다. 양보 못합니다.
What?
아니, 안 합니다.
Wait, oh! Lance's face leaned towards mine fast. Instinctively closed my eyes and felt something wet in my lips. Huh? Huh? Yeah! I can't breathe! My heart was already beating fast, now it was going crazy. Are Lance's lips touching mine? Is this happening? Seriously? Look at the nice little sparkles. Couldn't breathe because Lance's lips were pressing hard onto mine. Instinctively tried to back away, but he was holding onto my arms tight. Well, wait. It's my first kiss. What is going on? Thought first kisses were supposed to be soft. This is very smooth. Breathe. Lance, you're choking me out. I might suffocate and die like this. Pounded Lance down his chest with both of my hands. Just literally dying. Let me go. Oh my god. Saw my life flash before my eyes. Oh god. The moment I thought I'd die, Lance backed away.
숨은 쉬어야죠.
I couldn't! You... I hated him for teasing me as soon as he backed off. Before that, I didn't get what this was. It didn't hit me if it was really Lance's lips that just touched mine. How can you do that without any warning? You first have to ask for permission and then do it.
조용.
What? I was rattling on with my face all red when Lance put his finger on my mouth and told me to be quiet. Wow, so dominant. Why am I actually being all quiet now?
나빴다면 그것에 대한 사과는 나중에 하죠. 하지만 저도 어쩔 수 없었습니다. 그 녀석이 당신의 첫 키스를 가져갈 뻔했으니까요.
Lance admitted to his crime with a serious face. I wanted to yell how he could be so shameless, but my heart was about to spill out of my mouth, so I stood still. Since my heart was foolishly pounding at what this criminal was calmly saying.
아무리 연극이라고 해도 그렇죠. 그런 일로 첫 키스를 빼앗길 생각을 하다니 너무 안일한 것 아닙니까?
Well, I mean, now you just robbed it. But I will forgive you because it was your route, so it's your right. I give you unofficial consent.
약속 시간에도 나오지 않은 건 더 안 될 일이고.
I know, I'm sorry.
내 전화를 받지 않는 것도 안 돼.
Oh, whoops. What kind of logic is that? Lance sighed deeply, and he stared at me. Lance was looking at me, still in my stage costume. Felt my face get red again, thinking I'm standing in front of Lance wearing a dress. I don't think my face will cool down anytime soon. Lance looked at it and sighed, and then said in a determined voice.
도저히 안 되겠군요.
What?
벗어요.
What? Did I hear wrong? Did Lance just tell me to
벗으라는 말이 안 들립니까?
take what off, Lance? What? Oh my god! I didn't hear it wrong! Tried to back off, but there was no room in this tiny space. Right here?
벗어. 당장. 히로인! 대체 어디 있는 거야?
Oh my goodness.
이제 연극 시작 10분 전이야. 갑자기 말도 없이 사라지다니. 정말 그 아이 믿을 수 있는 애였어?
히로인은 절대 날 배신하지 않아. 분명 돌아올 거라고. 아마 근처에.
너는
무슨 일이야? 악당인가?
You would be your antagonist, yes.
저 사람은 그 유명한 아이스.
뭐? 뭔데? 멍청이 같은 표정들 집어치우시죠. 무슨 짓이야?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
입고 있어.
Yes!
오 마이 갓. 오 마이 갓.
It was literally the same reaction. That's hilarious.
시끄럽군요. 빨리 연극 대본이나 주시죠. 10분이면 충분합니다. 어서요.
So much, yes! Yes!
너 미쳤냐?
This is beautiful. This is, oh my god, my brain is gonna stop functioning from how amazing this is.
히로인은 이제 접니다. 의상기분도 안 보입니까?
저꼬만 제대로 미쳤어. 진짜 히로인은
He is
어디갔어?
the real heroine, accept it, Red.
당신이 알 바 아닙니다.
Oh my
자,
god.
빨리 대본을 주세요.
Oh my
연극을
god.
보신다는 말입니다.
I love this so much.
어이, 전부 다 준비됐냐? 뭐야?
입 다무십시오. 대체 몇 번이나 똑같은 말을 해야 대본을 줄 거죠?
Lance is the best. He,
자, 레드. 기왕 이렇게 됐으니 그동안 못 겨룬 승부를 오늘 내도록 합시다. 히로인과 주인공이 싸우는 플롯은 어떻습니까? 갑자기 대본을
ooh.
세상이 멸망하는 것도 아니지
Oh
않습니까?
my god. Lance is probably literally the best boy.
이제 와서 대본을 바꾸는 건 좀 힘들어. 아무리 긴급 상황이라고는 하지만.
그런데 계속 보니까 은근히 어울리네. 아이스 프린스.
Ice
대본은
princess.
제대로 진행하는데
Ice princess.
오, 그러고 보니 생각보다 괜찮군.
God, I can't wait to see this.
역시 제정신인 사람이 하나도 없는 분.
잠깐, 대본 안 고칠 거야?
곧 연극 시작이야.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it.
그럼 나의 이 녀석하고
This is the best. I don't know what could possibly top this. I've accidentally picked the best route second. I didn't realize. I memorized all those lines. It's all useless now. So unfair. I can't believe you memorized all that so fast. I said that dejectedly. Lance sighed next to me. Dang it! Oh man, I really wanted to see the play! Or at least like a scene. You couldn't have showed me one scene. Ugh. Well, that bumped it down from a 12 to just a 9.5. Out of 10, of course. After a play, we went up to the roof. The building was still full of people enjoying the festival. It was just us two here.
당신 덕분에 제대로 창피를 당했습니다. 그딴 대본을 당신이 외우고 있었다니. 연극을 해보는 게 어떠냐고 당신에게 권했던 것조차 부끄러워집니다.
Thanks to that, the play was a huge success. Especially that last scene was really... Tried to stop myself from laughing. Lance frowned a bit.
웃지 마십시오.
I can't help it, Lance. But it was so funny! No one ever dreamed that would happen to Red and Lance. The lighting was dark, so the audience far back would have missed it. But I stood right by the stage and saw everything. Hideously frowning faces of the two leads.
당신을 위해서 했단 말입니다.
Hey, you just called me slow, right?
둔하니까 둔하다고 하는 건 잘못이 아닙니다. 그보다
Lance leaned closer. Seeing Lance come closer to me, my face turned red at remembering what happened.
창피하긴 했지만 상관없습니다. 당신을 위한 일이었으니까요.
Lance said seriously. He must have really hated me having to kiss Red for a play. He made such an extreme choice, and yet he didn't seem to regret it at all. If you hated it that much, you should have stopped me in the first place.
키스씬이 있는 줄 알았더라면 그 연극부를 처음부터 없애버렸겠죠. 그때 진행 회의에서 말입니다. 대본 작가는 대체 무슨 생각으로 그런 대본을 썼는지.
I'm so sad we couldn't get one scene. Would have been so good. Never ever thought of something like the thickest banana would come out of your mouth. Gosh, I hope someone recorded it. I really became quiet at his words. Well, I don't even know who's the owner now.
잘 끝나서 다행입니다. 당신 입술도
You
사수했구만.
sure did.
표시도 잘해두고요.
But Mark? My face heated up. He was definitely talking about what happened in the dressing room. I could never forget even if I try. As soon as I remembered it, my heart started beating just as it did then. I couldn't look him in the eye and lowered my head.
얼굴이 빨개졌군요.
You don't embarrass me. Couldn't even raise my face while talking to him, but he didn't seem to care. I couldn't see his facial expression, but I was sure he was smiling. Lance rarely smiled before, but he's expressing himself a lot these days. It's good Betty's smiling often. Except, I kind of hate Betty smiles every time he teases me. Sure enough, I heard him laugh quietly. Is it that fun to tease me?
당신이 귀여워서 재밌습니다.
Oh my god! It's getting worse. I don't think my face could get any redder, but he keeps on embarrassing me. I've never heard him say the word cute before. I still couldn't raise my head, but Lance continued.
당신은 아니, 넌
What? I was so surprised I raised my red face and looked at Lance. He spoke differently now. Did he just say Karina?
넌 정말 귀여워.
Lance smiled and said, I've never seen him smile so comfortably before. He now spoke comfortably to me.
레드 녀석에게 빼앗겼다면 난 평생 후회했을 거야. 선점했으니 내가 이겼군.
You sure did, Lance. You sure did. Whatever. Do you think I'm some game prize? His eyes were
물론
serious.
그 녀석은 주위에 사람도 많이 모여들고 개성이 넘치고 세상에 하나뿐인 인형일지 모르지만 그에게 나는 흔해 빠진 타입일지도 모르지만
I won't say that.
네가 나의 주인이니까 네가 나와 함께 추억을 쌓아가니까 네가 날 특별하게 만들어주니까 나는 레드보다 더 행복해질 수 있어.
No.
그렇지. 내가 정의의 용사보다 훨씬 멋진 너의 왕자님이 되어줄게.
Lance said that and made the sweetest smile. On his face, I saw the most beautiful smile in the world. My heart started to pound again for the 100th time today. Lance no longer trembled with worry. Saw something light up on Lance's face. Something I never saw before. My feelings that I wanted Lance to know. He was already feeling them too. At the thought, my heart swelled up. Lance looked at me with eyes calm like a murmuring stream.
레드보다는 특별하지 않을지 몰라도 내가 레드에게 지지 않는 것이 딱 하나 있어. 바로 누구보다 오랫동안 널 지켜봐 왔다는 거야. 네가 어떤 얼굴로 슬퍼하는지 기뻐하는지 모두 여기에 있어.
Lance pointed at his head.
그것들을 모두 다 이 안에 가지고 있어. 그러니까 그것만은 절대 레드에게 지지 않아.
You're rather obsessed with Lance. You're rather obsessed with Red, Lance. Smiled at what Lance said. Says he's no longer jealous of Red, but I can tell he's still conscious of him. It was cute to see him compare care and memories to decide who wins or loses.
왜?
Nothing. As soon as I smiled, Lance asked. Thought he liked being the one to talk, but he must have been paying attention to me. You're stupid.
내가?
Yeah. Lance looked at me confused. From the start, you guys had no reason to fight. Red and you. Lance quietly listened to what I had to say. Personalities and how special you are. There aren't any standards to judge those with. It's not something you can win or lose over. Red is a special doll that's unique in this world. I know exactly what the doll maker had in mind when he made Red. But I know for sure that the maker gave you a lovely heart when he made you too. A heart that lets you get along with your owner, no matter what kind of clothes or style the owner offers you. You'll always be happy with the owner, be loved by your owner. He must have given you such a kind heart. Think of all the time you spent with me. You stood where I put you, the clothes I dressed you in, accepting all my mistakes like that. You stood right there, didn't you? Your heart that accepted everything is wonderful and precious. You are precious to me. I never considered anyone to be more special. Lance nods slightly.
예쁜 마음이라. 너다운 표현이야.
Lance closed his eyes. He was thinking about what I said. Your phone is ringing? Dang phones! I look at Lance's pocket where the phone kept ringing. Come to think of it, there was something else Lance had to do. It's probably a call about his conducting duties.
방귀
Shouldn't you get going? You just played hooky for several hours.
원활한 연극 진행을 돕는 것은 성공적인 축제를 위해 해야 하는 일이었으니까 어쩔 수 없는 선택이었어.
Yeah. I'll go home after looking around a bit more, so you go ahead.
저기
I was about to get up when Lance stopped me. Yeah?
어디를 둘러볼 건데?
Well, Taste Cafe, Neon Host fortune-telling tent. And I think I heard Yuri's playing a gig, so I might go there too.
그 아가씨는 카페에 간단 말이지. 그리고 그 정신 나간 선생이 치는 드럼도 보러 간다.
And summarized the festival with very cynical words.
중간중간에 연락하니까.
Oh yeah, but I might not hear a phone ring if it's too loud. There were a lot of people, so the sound might get buried. Even Zoe's voice was buried, so I might not hear a phone ring.
안 받으면 또 찾아가서.
Huh?
찾아가서 또 표시해.
Oh my god. What? My face turned bright red. Lance, what are you saying? Are you some kind of animal marking your territory?
나중에 봐.
Lance smiled triumphantly and headed to the door. Mark? I was left alone on the rooftop to stare blankly at the sky. I just have to carry the phone in my hand the whole time. Alright, on the episode off air, we'll continue in the next episode, so I hope to see you then. Bye!